everybody, and welcome back to Two Mates and a Mic. And this episode is very special. It's time for the Mate Debate. And yes, come on, this is a very exciting video. And I've got two new friends to the podcast for this one. We've got, believe it or not, if you see these men, they've tried to copy my beard, but they are my nephews.
What do you mean, copy beard? My beard's looking good.
Try my best. Try my best.
You too. Believe it or not, these are my nephews. We've got Jacob and Josh, massive football fans. It's been a terrible season for me and Josh, but Jacob is living in a bit of a high life as a Brighton fan. But in this video, we're going to be doing something very special. We are going to be predicting the England squad and picking our own England squad. Now, we're releasing this on Thursday, but the squad is announced tomorrow. So what the three of us have got to do, we've got to come up with a combined England squad for the World Cup this summer. We've all picked our own individual squads, but we have to complete a combined squad. So there will be a lot of debate, a lot of disagreement, and maybe some agreement along the way. But we'll start with you two. How are you feeling for the World Cup, boys? Come on!
Well,
Very excited.
Fingers crossed it comes home, but we'll see. As it gets closer and closer, the England and me starts to go, we're not winning this.
You see, mine's the other way around. It takes so long for me to get up for international football. Mm-hmm. But now we're sort of in this stage of squads being released and getting quite close. I'm excited now.
We just need the World Cup to get rid of this Arsenal winning the league thing, because it's depressing, honestly. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to say something. It's not been as bad as I thought they were going to be. But if they win that Champions League, oh no.
Are you sure? I've seen some comments saying Trossard's better than Hazard in the comments.
Yeah, but they're not realistic fans. I can take them. But when you get ones where Arteta's one of the greatest managers to have ever lived, I'm like, right, I'm out. I'm gone.
All I've seen is Rice is better than Gerrard, Scholes and Lampard combined. So
he's got more Premier Leagues than Gerrard now, hasn't he, Declan Rice? Ooh.
What I'll give them, though, what I'll give Arsenal fans is the scenes outside the Emirates look fucking class, by the way.
Yeah,
they look quality.
Mm. Yeah, they've got behind their players this season. Obviously, we're enough about Arsenal. That's enough airtime for them. England squad combined. So, just to speak to you both before we get into the squad, we'll start with Josh and then Jacob. Where do you see England getting? Are we going to bring it home, or realistically, who is the team that's going to beat us to it?
No, we're not going to.
We got Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, and I've been saying for about 5 or 6 years that Thomas Tuchel should have been the Southgate replacement.
He did, actually.
He did it. They did it. I called it years ago because he's a tournament manager, right? Mm-hmm. He has replaced him. And if my betting experience is anything to go by, we'll be lucky to get out of the group.
All the positivity in the world. That's all we want. Jacob, where are we finishing?
I think we'll make it out the group. But I think Spain win it. I think they've got Enrique in charge, and I'm sorry, he's a great manager. And it'll be either them or France. You know France's team is looking stacked.
I feel like there's an underdog story. I've got a real feeling there's an underdog story this year.
Who would you put on
this World Cup?
Portugal, I think.
David, it's not going to be Turkey, all right? We know what happened last time.
This goes back to Euro 2021. I think I did a video where I was literally like, I think Turkey are going to be the underdogs, and
you predicted them semi-finals or something.
I put them in the semi-finals, and they went out in the group stage without winning a game.
I think Portugal and I think Uruguay. For some reason, I think Uruguay. Maybe it's just my love for Darwin Núñez still.
Or Valverde. Valverde's quality.
But Valverde's quality.
Yeah.
I'm not going to claim to know loads of Uruguay players,
Lucas
But Valverde
Torreira.
can play everywhere on the pitch, and then he's got Darwin there for a bit of chaos. That's all you need.
I just think, look at France's attack: Dembele, Mbappe, and Elise. I mean, just that three on its own is just. I mean, that's frightening, isn't it? And then you got like Barcola coming off the bench, and I mean, wow,
That's ridiculous, by the way.
that is ridiculous. And well, let's not even go there. But like, let's get into this. Let's so we've all picked our individual squad without revealing who we've picked because we're going to get into that now. Was it tricky doing the 26-man squad? Because I found it. We spoke a bit before we click record, but I got to 25 names and I didn't really know one person that I wanted to put in, so I've just gone with a wild card. But I found it quite difficult to select 26 actually this time.
I was gonna say I was going through it and I was rattling off people going, yeah, easy pick, easy pick, easy pick, and then it got to like the last like 3, I think it was, and I was just like, we don't really need them, but I'll pick them. Like I just 26 is big.
I struggled. I feel like I've harshly cut some people out.
Really?
Yeah, I could have done with a 30-man squad, really.
Wow. Is
I
there
would've
a
struggled for
big
that.
name missing from, without revealing who it is? I've got a big name missing. Have we all got a big name, as you'd call it, missing?
I think there's someone that you will both have that I won't.
I've left someone that was in the Euro squad at home. Let's just say that.
Wow.
So someone that went to the Euros, I've left out basically.
Yeah, there's some big ones. Anyway, let's get into it. So let's start off with the 3 goalkeepers. I mean, again, when we're doing this, I want us to, although we're sort of picking a squad that would be Tuchel's, this is our squad. I don't want, like, we can have elements of discussion of going, I think he'll be a Tuchel player, I think Tuchel will take him, but let's just do this as if we were picking the England squad. So this is our squad, not Thomas Tuchel's. So let's. I know Tuchel wants to take 4 goalkeepers. I think that's a complete waste of time. So let's go with 3 goalkeepers. I found this quite easy. Obviously, Jordan Pickford, number 1.
Yeah, he's in there. Yeah.
This was the easiest part, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we've all got the
Henderson?
same. Yeah.
Henderson.
Yeah.
And the third keeper. Who do we go for?
I went James Trafford.
Yeah, James Trafford.
You know what? So did I. Do you?
Yeah.
And I actually, I mean, not that it makes all the difference. I actually had him above Dean Henderson.
Yeah,
Really?
he was my second pick instantly. I think he's quality. I think he's way.
Yeah, I think he's superb.
Does it worry you that he hasn't played a lot of football this season?
No, because if you look at him in both the finals he played in, he was great. So
Yeah.
I think he's match ready whenever.
Obviously, the other names: Pope, Ramsdale,
Pope's got like butterfingers. Anything just
Jason
flies.
Steele.
Pope's a hockey goalie,
Yeah,
and Ramsdale's always been crap.
yeah, and honestly, as much as I love the bloke, Jason still isn't going. As much
He
as I
does
love the
like.
bloke.
He said he wants to take Jason Steele for
What,
being like.
right,
the
if Jason
experience
still
in the
goes, I'm getting an England shirt with Jason Steele when I don't even
squad.
care.
I'll pay it. I'll pay that for you, Jacob. I'll pay you for it.
I'll do the same with Big Freddie Woodman then.
Yeah, Freddie Woodman's he's in the list, and he has played this season for Liverpool. I think Trafford is probably. I think as well when you're looking for tournament experience, I think Trafford is the future number 1 of England, isn't he? So take him, let him be in the squad. So, but that was nice and easy. So Pickford, number 1, Henderson, and Trafford going as well.
Can I make a bold statement with Trafford quickly?
Yeah, go on.
Now that Pep's left City, I think Trafford becomes number 1 at City. I think Donnarumma gets kicked out.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's better in the air. I think he's a lot better in the air. He's a lot better with his feet. I just think Trafford becomes number 1 next season.
I think he's handled himself a lot of professional this year, hasn't he, Trafford? Considering that he was bought as a number 1 and then they
replaced
him
him.
out.
Well, they replaced him for no reason.
David, would you not have him at Chelsea?
Oh, in a heartbeat. In an absolute heartbeat, I'd have Trafford at Chelsea.
But what about Peter Sanchez?
Did you see him with the check cap on? It was amazing. I was like, we're going to win this! And then we lost to City. But,
I got flashbacks to Andy Carroll.
Oh, mate, what a save. But no, like, Trafford, I think Pope is a good keeper, but I would rather Trafford as a third choice, maybe. Let's go into the defenders. So let's start off with fullbacks. I've taken 4. How many have you taken?
Oh, I need to count. 1, 2,
4 as well.
3. I've got 5.
5. Well, the options that we have got are Nico O'Reilly, Jed Spence, Tino Livramento, Lewis Hall, Reece James, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Tyreek Mitchell, Luke Shaw, Ben White, but I do think he's injured, Ben Chilwell, who's actually had a good season at Strasbourg, and Kyle Walker-Peters. I mean, in terms of Reece James, I think Reece James, if he's fit, is he the starter?
Yeah. I think
he's in the squad.
Does he? Yeah, you got all go Reece James. So
yeah,
I've got Reece James.
We'll go Jamesy. Starting left back. Who's the left back?
I got O'Reilly.
Nico O'Reilly.
Have you got O'Reilly? Does he start?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Over Lewis Hall?
He is a joke.
He is. He's ridiculous for his age.
Lewis Hall is good. Lewis Hall's very good, but I think O'Reilly's just a joke of a player.
And you got to think of his goal contribution as well. Like late runs into the box. He's over 6 foot tall, corner threat, and he's got a good finish on him. Like I'm sorry, he's starting left back instantly. I think.
In terms of starter though, like I'm just playing devil's advocate here, but in tournament football, especially international tournament football, is there maybe an excuse to be safer? So someone like Lewis Hall or a Luke Shaw maybe is probably...
I don't think Lewis Hall's safer anyway.
No, I was going to say Lewis Hall hasn't done it in cup football.
Lewis Hall's not more defensively assured than Nico O'Reilly, and physically he's not bigger than him.
Mm-hmm. No.
So who's the other left back that you would have taken? I have gone Lewis Hall, but
I've gone Lewis Hall.
There's Tyreek Mitchell who's had a good season. Luke Shaw?
I've gone Lewis Hall. I'm not taking Luke Shaw.
I got Lewis Hall as the backup, yeah.
But we've both gone Lewis Hall.
Yeah.
What about Miles Lewis-Skelly?
No, I haven't played enough. He's only played like the last couple games, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and they were in midfield as well.
Yeah.
Fast forward him last year as well. Like he was, I think everyone was sitting there going he was the starting left back at one point.
Also, he gets sent off every time he plays left back.
Yeah, he's got... Yeah.
On 11 players, not 10.
What about Luke Shaw? Because there are rumours that Tuchel is considering Luke Shaw. I mean, he's never let England down.
He's past
I think his time's done. He's played mainly left of a back three this season for United as well. Like, he's definitely lost a bit of pace. Mourinho would tell him.
I was going to say, it's not the same Luke Shaw as it has been, basically. It's a different Luke Shaw.
I've gone Lewis Hall. Do we rate Lewis Hall? Because I feel like Lewis Hall...
Yeah.
Lewis Hall's, I think at one point in the season, everyone was talking about Lewis Hall being potentially the best left-back in the league. And now, all of a sudden, I think there's people saying, I don't know if I'd take him to the World Cup. Is his stock high?
He was injured for a bit, weren't he?
True,
I'm pretty sure this season. So he probably dropped off from that point. But yeah, I think he's quality.
I think he's a very good left back, Lewis Hall, but I think O'Reilly just has that edge. But they're the two I'd take.
So Hall and I would agree. Hall and O'Reilly, they were both in my squad.
Yeah.
Featuring along with Reece James. Now another right back. Now this is an interesting one here because obviously the name on everyone's lips at the moment is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Obviously left out of the last squad by Pep Guardiola, by Thomas Tuchel. Josh, as a Liverpool fan, does Trent Alexander-Arnold go to the World Cup?
Yes, that is not a question. You can't leave a man with that ability at home.
Jacob's face is telling me otherwise. Jacob, I don't think he's got him.
Nah, he's in my squad. He's in my squad. Yeah, he's in my squad. Yeah, he's in my squad.
I'll be honest. I'm not saying we have to start him, and to be honest, I was thinking about it earlier today and trying to pick my starting 11, and that was the last position I filled in because I couldn't quite decide. Mm-hmm. But Reece James and Trent have to both be there.
Yeah, I
100%.
Agreed.
I look at Trent's statistics this season. I mean, he's got 5 assists this season, but he's only played a limited amount of games for Madrid. I think there's been injuries as well, and
also Madrid's in a state.
It's a toxic place at the moment. They're all scrapping each other.
A complete mess, isn't it? A complete mess. Do you know what I think? I think Trent Alexander-Arnold is. I have him in my squad, but do you know what? I think the media do him harshly because in what world? And I think maybe all 3 of us at one point in the season have all gone, should we take Trent to the World Cup? And that is actually, in my brain, ridiculous because he's so talented as a player. But I think everyone as a whole nation has gone, I don't know if I'd take Trent. But actually, I think he's not, especially with Reece James's injuries. Trent is just a mate. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a
He's
good
never
option
cemented that England squad, has he? He's never cemented that. Never been the number one for England, has he?
Yeah, but we were playing under a completely different manager who was very defensive, whereas Trent's more of an attacking fullback, isn't he? So
it was weird that Tuchel left him out, though. Do you think he's a Tuchel right back?
He was also only just back from injury when that squad was announced.
yeah, I don't think he starts, but I think he does go because he's a great option to bring on. So like you're chasing a game and you need creativity from the back line, you're shoving on, and you know you're getting crosses, you're getting long balls, you're getting everything with him. And he's a penalty taker just in case he goes to pens. So,
that is true. I think Trent goes for me.
Yeah.
Jacob, you said you had 5, so have you got another one in your armoury?
Yeah, I've got one more, and I got Tino Livramento.
That's the one I was struggling with.
I shoved him in. Yes, he's been injured, I think, the majority of this season. But on his day, he is a good option. I wouldn't start him. I think he'd just be a good backup, just in case Trent doesn't work or for some reason Reece James gets injured or something like that.
I guess the benefit with him as well, he can play both sides.
Exactly.
If you're taking a fifth or a backup, you can do both sides.
And also, the only reason I took a 5th was because my other option was if Nico Riley needs to go in that midfield, you can shove him in that midfield and then you can replace him with either Livramento or Lewis Hall. That was my only reason I brought 5, just in case.
What about just a name that we've not gone for? I don't think he's good enough, but Jed Spence has been in the last few squads. Is there a chance?
No, there's no Spurs players coming in this team. I don't care. There's no one coming.
I think Jed Spence is a good player, and I think there's a chance he could make it in if Tuchel goes against like a Lewis Hall, but I don't see that happening.
I think Livramento is the interesting one because of the fact that he can play both sides.
Yeah.
And I think that's something. Jacob, are you happy to leave Livramento to the side for now, potentially?
Yeah. He was like one of my last picks anyway. He was a filler. So
to be fair, I have put a standby list on mine, and I did have Livramento as a standby, so I'm not against it. But let's go into the centre backs. I have picked 4 centre backs for mine.
I've got 1, 2, 3.
I've got 5.
4.
5, wow.
I've got 4.
See, I went 4. Obviously, this is where it comes tricky. Jacob, who've you gone for as your starting 2?
My starting 2 is gonna be Gahey, and it's going to be Maguire. They are my 2.
Wow, Maguire as well.
Well, I mean, he's Mr. Reliable for England, isn't he? He hasn't done a foot wrong for us. But there is I have got a bold chat for my other starter. You either start Gahey with Konsa, who's my other pick, or you start Gahey with Colwill. They're my 4.
Oh yeah, Colwill. Do you know what? And not even just the Chelsea bias. I'm considering Colwill.
They're my 4. Yeah, my 4 was Maguire, Konsa, Gahey, and Colwill. They're my 4.
So you've not taken John Stones?
Nah.
Really?
Nah. He hasn't
That's
played.
Mental.
He hasn't
That
played.
is mental. That is mental.
Josh, you don't agree with that, do you?
That is a crazy opinion.
he hasn't played. See,
Right, okay. I've got 5.
Okay.
I've also got Konsa.
Yeah, I've got Konsa. Have we all got Konsa?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Konsa's in.
I have also got Gahey.
Have we all got Gahey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in mine.
I have also got Harry Maguire.
I've got Maguire as well, so that's the 4th. That's the 3rd one.
But my starting 2 for my team would be John Stones and Colwill.
Wow. Do you know what? I thought I was going to have to fight for Colwill here.
I like
so
it.
So you going to
really
start Gahey or Konsa?
No.
Weird. Why? Well, he's been brilliant.
Yes, I agree, he has. But I would start John Stones in the team 110%.
Wow.
I don't care how much he's played or how much he hasn't played. John Stones is the dog's bollocks, right?
He's leaving City, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
He
going
is.
in the season, isn't he?
He's coming. He's going to Hull when they come up. Trust.
He's always fit for England, isn't he? Like it doesn't matter what time of the year it is, he's always in the England
Yeah.
squad.
He
Jacob,
didn't play. He didn't play for the Euros.
I think he did. Yeah, he did.
No, he wasn't. It was Gay and
No,
Maguire.
Maguire. Yeah.
No, Maguire was injured.
No, Maguire was playing. It was Maguire.
Maguire was playing.
Yeah, Stones wasn't
What, in the
there.
Euros?
Stones was injured. Stones wasn't there.
I'm sure it was John Stones and Guehi.
Hold on, you guys keep chatting. I'm going to do some research.
Because Maguire was injured.
So yeah,
Maguire
for
was
me-
scoring to take, wasn't it?
for me, Stones.
Thomas just. What?
Just saw him above your shoulder.
Right, let's ask Thomas. Thomas, let's ask your opinion. Does John Stones go to the World Cup?
They're asking, does John Stones go to the World Cup? Nah, he said no.
He said no. Wow.
Yeah, you can't trust these Brighton fans. They don't know what football is. They don't understand real football.
That is mental. I have got John Stones.
Oh wait, no, tell a lie. He started in the back three against Spain in the final.
John Stones?
Yeah.
Yeah, John Stones was fit. It was
I
Maguire
don't
was
remember
injured.
that.
So for me, Stones has to start. That, I mean, my opinion, of course. That's
Yeah,
what I would have.
I think Stones is a. Do you know what? I don't agree with either of you because I don't agree that John Stones shouldn't go, but I think personally I would start Konsa and Gahey. I just think they've got a good partnership together now.
I think, for me, Konsa is in my squad as a backup. He was never going to start for me.
Yeah,
It was always
it's
going to be
part of it, like,
Stones.
he's good enough. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that feels harsh because he's been brilliant. But that's just how I think, I guess. It was always Stones, and it was partnered with either Maguire, Gahey, or Colwill. And I think the clear answer, the obvious answer, would be Gahey out of those three.
So who have you left at home, Josh, or have you taken 5, haven't you?
I've taken 5.
So you've
Yeah.
taken 5, right. Well,
But for me, Colwill, when I've seen Colwill, I know he's had a lot of the season out with injury, but pre-injury, brilliant.
Mhm.
And even in the cup final the other day against City, I thought he was unbelievable.
Yeah.
we really
On the ball as well, unbelievable. And we know John Stones is brilliant on the ball. If we can build it from the back with those two playing, I think for me that's the starting two.
I do think Cole for me is 100% starting.
Wow.
Left-footed
So you
centre
both-
back. Left-footed centre back. You start him, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the left foot adds so much as well. I really do.
Yeah, I think it does well.
Wow. I thought I was going to have to... And do you know what the mad thing is? I haven't actually put Colwell in my squad.
What?
No, I haven't. I've taken 4. I would start Konsa and Gahey, and I'd take Stones and Maguire as that reliable backup and that experience. That's meant... Do you know what? I'm not against... Well, Stones is going in because I think there's 2 on 1 here. But there's also both of you saying Cole will start. So I'm not against this because I was struggling with the 25th man, or the 26th man. Do we take Konsa, Gahey, Maguire, Stones and Colwell?
I'd be happy with that.
That's what I've got down. So
yeah,
if you two are happy with that,
yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Wow, that's... Do you know what? Because I was struggling, I will agree with
Well,
that.
because also you do got to think as well. Tuchel does like going to a back three at some point as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if we've got
Yeah.
5 centre backs, then you know you've still got options at that point.
Wow, and just to clarify, Jacob, you're starting to...
I'm starting what?
your starting centre backs are...
Oh, my starting centre backs were going to be Maguire and Gahey, but now that I've heard you guys, I think I'm going to change it to Colwill and maybe Maguire. I'm not too sure. to be
Wow,
honest.
Josh, you go Colwell and Stones.
John Stones and Colwill for me.
Wow, that is crazy. I can't believe I'm the one that hasn't put the Chelsea. Amazing. Well, that is because it's 2-on-1, and I'm not going to go against it. So Colwell is in. So that does mean that we're
I can't believe you didn't have Colwell.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought that'd be your number one.
I thought we were.
David, so you'd have Konsa and Gahey?
Yeah. I just think I look at the partnership that they've made, and do you know what I think sometimes? Maybe this is rightly or wrongly. When you've watched England over the years, sometimes shoehorning the best players in is always not the best thing for the team.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I just think so. Look, I've watched Konsa this season, and do I think Konsa's better than Maguire, Stones, and Colwell? No. But when I look at the partnership, and I think when you talk about that three at the back, and regardless of who we have at right back, is Trent or James, one of them is tucking into midfield. Konsa, I think, is more able to move into that right back position, if that makes sense. So that's part of the reason why. Although, if it hadn't been for the injury, I think Colwell, again, that left-footed that can move into the left-back role if O'Reilly tucks in. Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing to have. If we could only choose 4, which one would you leave out?
Well,
I would leave out Konsa. He was my fifth.
I'd probably go Konsa.
Wow. We've got 5 for now, so but we can renegotiate later down the line.
Can I just also add a point? Would this be the quickest back line we've had in ages?
If we haven't got Maguire in it, yeah.
If you're thinking about it, if you've got O'Reilly on the left, and then you've got Reece James on the right, and then we're saying Colwell and Stones or something like that. That's not a bad back four if you think about it.
It's not.
Pace wise.
Can I throw a name out here that hasn't made it, and probably rightfully hasn't made it, but maybe a dark horse? I mean, he's got the most blocks in the Premier League, the second most aerial duels run, and the second most blocks. Second most duos run in general. What about James Tarkowski?
Oh, I can't stand him.
Never lets whoever he plays
hasn't played much for England at all. It's not tournament ready, and
he's just boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes boring is good.
And also, Everton have dropped off massively at the end of the season.
Yeah.
He's an FPL one, isn't he? He's one that FPL throws you off.
Get bloody DEFCONs with him.
He's the DEFCON king in it. So we'll go with those 5. Let's move into midfield. Now, this is where it's going to get tricky. And I think, you sort of run, when you come to defenders, you always go 2 right backs, 2 left backs, 2 whatever, 4 centre backs, or whatever. When it comes to midfield, it's a free-for-all, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think what we will do is I will go through some of the big hitters and just go, are they in? And then when we get to the choppy bits, then we can go. Obviously, Premier League winner Declan Rice on the plane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Declan Rice on the plane. Elliot Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in. Anderson. Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one, but Bellingham is in for me. Let's try and look at the big names that I think. That's actually for the central midfielders. I think that's Kobbie Mainoo.
Yeah, he's in mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think Mainoo.
I love him.
I think Mainoo starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, he starts for me.
Do you? I thought I was going to have to fight against Anderson for that.
No, honestly, when Amarin was at the club and he was freezing Kobbie Mainoo at the club, honestly, I would have taken him in a bloody heartbeat. I love Kobbie Mainoo. He's one of my favourite players in the Prem, I think.
I hate him because he always scores against us, but he's so good.
It's the interesting one about Anderson because obviously most duels won, most touches in the Premier League. I mean, he's going to get a big move this summer.
Anderson is quality, but I think Kobbie starts.
Do you think he starts? Do you think he's going to start?
Nah, Kobbie does.
I don't. Really? For me, he's too the same as Declan Rice.
Yeah, agrees.
I mean, they even look quite a lot like each other as well.
Do you think Tuchel will start him though? Not us, Tuchel.
Yeah.
I think I think Tuchel's going to have him, you know.
Yeah, probably.
Anderson is quality. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel a lot safer with Mainoo in the team than Anderson.
I
What
think
about?
the thing is,
Yeah, go on.
Anderson's that player who's you know what you're getting from him. He'll steady the ship through the game, but he's not going to do what Cobby could do to take us to the next level
Yeah.
to beat a team.
And
Yeah,
also
In my
I
opinion.
mean,
to
Kobe
build
Mainoo
up
is ridiculous.
to build off Josh's point, and Anderson is a player you want to bring on to solidify
Yeah.
like a 1-0. Like say like you're being pinned in basically. You need someone to control that midfield to slow it down. You bring on Anderson.
Speaking of someone to slow down the team and to bring on when you're winning 2-0, Jordan Henderson.
No,
Yes. Yes.
he's not in my
He's on
team.
the
Well,
He's on the
I
plane.
have an opinion on this, but I just want to hear you two debate it first.
I'll tell you the one reason he's on the plane, right? Harry Kane wears the armband, but Jordan Henderson is the captain. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows it.
Yeah.
Henderson's the best captain, or one of the best captains in the Premier League ever, right? Not the best. Apologies. One of the best. As a leader,
Yeah.
as a leader of a team and a club, right? He's brilliant. Obviously, international football, not a club, but same concept, right?
Is he good enough, Josh? Is he? Look at the
No,
leadership.
but
Is he good enough?
does he go
But we-
not to play though? He goes to be a member in that dressing room who's done it before.
Yeah. He's in the dressing room. Realistically, squads are 26 players now, not 23. We've got an extra 3 players. Henderson is there for me as a leader, as an experienced man, and as a cool head for when things get tough. And if it gets to a horror situation where Rice, Anderson, Mainoo are all injured in the same game, he's still had a steady season for Brentford this season. He's been a good signing for them. I don't think anyone could argue that.
No,
been a really good
I
signing.
think he's been all right. Jacob,
And-
would you not take him?
Well, no, I probably would take him just to be.
Don't backtrack, Jacob.
I'm not-
Come
no,
on,
no, I'm
don't
not back-
backtrack. Come
No,
on.
1-0. 1-0.
No, I'm not. The only reason I'm like semi-backtrack, I haven't picked him. Don't get me wrong, but I hadn't picked him because I'm thinking of players to play. I wasn't thinking about people just to be in the dressing room. So yeah, if someone was like to me, we're taking Jordan Henderson to be a dressing room person, I'm not against that. But yeah,
What about the other options? Wharton, Scott, Alex Scott's had a brilliant season for Bournemouth. Do you know one who actually?
Wharton is so overrated. Sorry.
Oh,
Hear
here
me
comes
out,
the
mate.
Brighton fan. Here comes
Nah,
the Brighton fan.
he's so
Adam
overrated.
Wharton's mum. Adam Wharton's mum.
Did you see how miserable he was in that interview, by the way?
Yeah, but we're not talking about miserable people, Jacob. Otherwise, Elise
Nah,
wouldn't be the player he is.
No.
Jacob, for starters, I'm with you. Adam Morton is overrated as
Yeah,
shit.
he is. He
Right.
is so overrated.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
What? Really?
I'll be honest, I'm seeing Liverpool linked to signing him, and I'm getting annoyed.
I haven't picked Adam Wharton, by the way. I haven't picked Adam Wharton. I don't think.
I don't want him.
I don't
And
think.
the Alex Scott point, if we're later in the competition,
Look
right,
who's
and
still
this,
Bournemouth this season.
yeah, no, he's been brilliant. But realistically, this extra position is very unlikely to play,
Yeah.
right? Who would you rather have there to bring in to solidify the team if we're 1-0 up in the quarterfinal? Would you and Declan Rice gets injured or whatever? Would you rather have Alex Scott there to bring on or Jordan Henderson for the last 10, 15 minutes?
I think you're going to be debating on this one, Josh. But do you know one that I really, really like at the moment? And he did himself every favour in the last set of friendlies. He's got the 5th, I mean, in terms of his stats, 5th most assists, most interceptions, and most tackles in the Premier League this season. James Garner's been brilliant.
Yeah, but
He's one I'm considering, you know.
He's not got tournament experience though. That's the only worry.
But do you need that, like, when
Yeah.
you're in form?
Yeah, you do a little bit. Everton haven't competed in any tournament this whole season, by the way. And also they've fallen off again. Like it's.
I think James Garner has been brilliant.
I
But
really like James Garner.
again, same story with Alex Scott for me.
Yeah.
When this player's not really going to play, think about the benefits that you can get from them off the pitch, and then in the last, like if it comes to it in the last bit of a game. That's for me how I've picked this extra position.
I really like James Garner, you know. I really like.
So do I. I think he's
have picked
brilliant.
Jordan Henderson. I have picked Jordan Henderson. He's in my squad because I agree. I looked at it on the same perspective of. I looked at it and went, look, my starting two are Mainu and Rice, and I think Anderson's a very good option. Brilliant season, brilliant couple of seasons with Forest, and I went with Henderson, maybe purely just for the dressing room. And as you said, if you're 2-0 up against Brazil in the quarterfinal of a World Cup, and you just need to show up a game, I agree. Henderson is a great player to bring on, but I think Garner's really. Do you know another one actually that I'm really slightly considered? But again, I
Curtis
agree
Jones.
with never Curtis Jones. I went for. I was considering Dewsbury Hall
Yeah, I'd prefer him over Garner.
because
I think.
Dewsbury Hall's got 8 goals and 4 assists in the Premier League this season. That's ridiculous numbers.
But the only
He
thing
has
with
been
Dewsbury
playing in
Hall
the 10
is
all season.
that's what I mean, and we've got loads of 10s.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Dewsbury Hall's a great player. I just don't think there was space for him in the team.
And also, he's never been
squad.
capped. He's never been capped for England, I don't think. He
Yeah,
hasn't got a
true.
cap.
So, Wharton, no.
No.
I'm amazed that both of you
No.
think Wharton's overrated. Look, I think Wharton's
He's-
slightly getting a bit more praise than he
He-
should be, but I still think he's a good player.
He is a bystander in that midfield. I don't
Send
even...
him back to Blackburn.
Honestly.
That's a plan.
That's his level.
So, Jacob, if you're happy, we're going to go with Henderson.
Yeah, I'm not fussed. That's not like a negative for me.
I really like Garner. Garner's the one I'm really thrown on, you know.
I think I know he's an Everton player. I think Garner's brilliant.
So who
But
would be if say
Unnecessary.
an injury, who would be the next one to go in? I would go Garner.
Oh, what if
an
someone...
injury out of the ones we've named
said.
So
there?
yeah, if Henderson, Anderson, Henderson, Mainu, Anderson, and Rice, if one of them got injured, who would be
Then
the one?
yeah, I'd go Garner. Garner probably.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
He's
so.
like first reserve in that midfield.
First reserve. And yes,
There
and
is no first
I didn't put Garner in my squad, but he was. It's him or Henderson, and I've just gone with the experience in
Yeah.
that pen. But if Tom was here, Tom would be raging because he doesn't think Henderson should be anywhere near the squad. But,
I think Gallagher should be in the squad. I think Gallagher.
well, Gallagher was an option.
Tom's got bigger things to worry about.
Speaking of central midfielders that maybe play a bit further up the pitch, nominated twice in a year for Player of the Year, Morgan Gibbs-White.
Yeah,
14 goals this season. I have put him in.
He goes.
I have, but once we get further down the midfielder list, I will explain what happened.
Okay, so we'll leave Gibbs-White for now then, because I think we're a bit...
Gibbs-White?
I've got Gibbs. No, I've got Gibbs White in.
Wait, were we talking about? I thought we were talking about Rodgers.
No, Gibbs-White.
Oh yeah, well I've got Gibbs White in anyway. It's fine. I've got Gibbs White in.
Yeah, Rodgers. I've got Rodgers. Is he in?
Yeah, I've got Rodgers.
Josh
Just
hasn't.
doesn't have him Rodgers. Just that.
16 goals and assists this season, you know?
Yeah, they all came before December though.
Whoa. Okay.
Right, I'll tell you what happened. Right, I had 2 slots left. I had Gibbs White, Rodgers, or Rio.
Rio's my wild card, you know.
And those 3 had to go into 2 slots to fit the squad.
Rio and Gamoa.
Now, for me, it was silly to take Rodgers and Gibbs White because they're so similar and
True.
not going to get much minutes anyway.
But Gibbs-White can play deeper.
So,
Not saying he...
yeah, he can, but he's not going
We
to.
don't
He's
need
not
him
gonna.
though. We don't need him.
No,
to
but
go
like
deeper.
when you're picking a squad, don't you think sometimes when you're picking players, you sort of go, they can do a job there, they can do a job if needed.
So, for me, there's no point taking Gibbs White and Rodgers. So Rio was on the list because he is something completely different to any other player in the squad. And sometimes you have to go. Sometimes you have to go. Why not? You know, last 10 minutes, we need a goal. Send someone who's going to just drive at the defence
Bit of chaos.
and, be a bit creative, and nobody knows what to expect. So then it was between Gibbs White and Morgan Rodgers. For me, I prefer Gibbs White. I think he's in much better form, and I think right now he's the better fit for the team.
Wow.
If
I don't
that
hate
player
it.
was
I
called
don't
upon.
hate it.
No, I'm not against that. We'll come back to them two then. Saka in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saka I think's a nice easy one. Look, I don't think anyone takes the right wing spot off him. Interesting one here, but I think everyone has him. Eze?
No.
Really? Oh, I put Eze in.
Have I need to double check. Where is he? I shoved him in, but he was just a last minute. I needed to fill numbers. I shoved him in.
What about Gordon?
Yeah, Gordon's in there for me because he can play striker
No.
if he need.
You haven't gone Gordon as well. Bloody hell, what's going on here? Right. Josh has got no one.
I haven't got Gordon for just no other reason than there wasn't space.
Yeah, but Gordon on that left. Gordon on the left, man. He's Champions
but
League
he's not.
scorer.
But
Gordon isn't starting on the left for me.
No, Rashford
Yeah,
I think
no,
starts for me.
yeah, Rashford.
Yeah, so Rashford. Let's put Rashford down then. Rashford's in.
Rashford I had as an attacker, but he's in.
Yeah, but Rashford's in, isn't he? What about Cole?
I've got a controversial take with this. I think I have got him in my squads. But do you not just leave him at home so he can have his knee operation or whatever? And
Oh,
just
it's
But that don't benefit England.
it doesn't
That
benefit. It doesn't benefit England, but like for future tournaments, you just let him become fit. Like, do you just?
He's got 2 years.
Have we all got Palmer in the squad?
Yeah, he's in my squad.
Yeah.
He's in my squad.
So
But
Palmer goes in.
I wouldn't be angry if he didn't come.
Can I mention a name that I am not taking, and I refuse to take this guy if it was my personal squad? Goodbye, Philip Foden.
Oh, he's not in mine. He's not in mine. No chance.
Off you go. Not
No.
interested. Not interested.
He's been
in Philip
poor.
Foden.
He's been poor. He had that purple patch in like what's it, January or whatever it was, and then
Not interested. Not interested. Has never turned up for England. Completely wasted if he doesn't play in the 10. Even when he does play in the 10, he's never done it. I think he's had 2 terrible seasons in a row. I think he's a waste of time. I think it's a waste of a position.
yeah, no, agree.
And I know Josh doesn't agree, which baffles me. Because if you are a fan of what the Friday Football Corner used to be, Josh didn't rate Phil Foden.
Wait, Josh, have you got him in the squad?
Yes.
What?
No, Josh, how can you
What?
how can you not take Gordon? How can you not take
I'll
Gordon?
tell you why.
And how can you not take Eze and take Phil
He
Foden?
he's not done anything for
Because
He has been
Foden, at the peak of his ability, is 10 times the player that Eze is. And for the same reasoning that we all agreed on with Trent, you can't leave a man with that ability at home.
But he doesn't show his ability anymore. When was the
But
last
But he can.
time?
But he can. But it's there.
Never for England. Never been. Look at the
It's
last
there.
tournament. Complete waste of time.
It
And yes,
is
that was
there.
Southgate playing him out of position, but like a waste.
It is there. You
I
can't
think-
leave a man with that
Has
quality.
Has he been
at
picked
home.
for the recent squad since like the
Yeah,
friendlies
yeah,
and
he
stuff?
has been. Yeah.
What's his stat? I'm gonna
So my midfielders. Huh?
He scored 3 goals in what 40 something games for England.
Yeah, but in fairness,
And look
he's
at him
playing
play.
in the 10. Well, he's either playing out wide, which is not his best position, or in the 10, where Harry Kane comes and takes all his space and drags all the defenders towards him anyway.
right. So
He's never been allowed the chance to do it properly. I'm not saying start him. I was very close to starting him in my team.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, very close.
I thought out of all of us here, Josh, you would be the one that would agree with me on this. I thought Jacob would have. Played him.
For me, it's just the same. And I know it sounds repetitive, and we've made the mistake in the past, maybe. But for the same reason as Trent being in this team, if you are that good when you're on it, you can't just sit at home on the sofa for the World Cup.
I
No
don't
way.
know.
No way. For me, obviously this is opinion,
Yeah.
right?
I think
I'm
there's-
not saying you've got a wrong opinion, but I just don't think he's been at
I
it.
think
for a
we've-
very
I think
long
we've-
time.
I think we've got enough players in that position that could do a job. I think that's my.
But I don't. I think Eze's best performance is a 40% Phil Foden.
Look, I agree with you, Josh. Look, I think on natural ability, Phil Foden is better than Eze, he's better than Rodgers, and he's better than I would even say Palmer. He's better than all of them. But
Yeah.
I just think there's something with Phil Foden that I think out of all of these players, I just think Phil Foden is the one player that I think, and Phil Foden has to take accountability for his performances. Like, you know, in the Euros where last year, like, it was the whole thing was crumbling, and yet Palmer came on, scored in a final. Phil Foden just blamed the fact he was on the left wing. You've got to take accountability for your own performances in a shirt and take the country on your back at times.
But then you do got to think back at the Euro where he was meant to be that main man. He hit like the post and everything multiple times. I'm pretty sure during that tournament, he almost got a screamer against Croatia. I'm pretty sure it was.
But for me as well, can you really take Eze, Morgan Rogers, and Morgan Gibbs-White without Foden being there? Surely,
Them all over Phil.
Yeah,
Surely
I'd be happy without Foden, to be honest.
wow. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a good debate. This is so tough because we're trying to whittle it in. What about Jared Bowen?
No. He's been
Good for West Ham.
Has he?
Third most assists in the Premier League.
He's good for West Ham.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, don't get me
Who are
wrong. If it
going
wasn't,
down.
yeah, if it wasn't for him, West Ham would have been relegated sooner.
Yes.
But no.
Here's my argument. I think, just to get some names cemented down,
Yeah.
I think Gordon goes for width. Like, we've got Rashford on the left, but I think someone like Anthony Gordon with pure pace and just... Some of these players are natural wingers. I think that's what we lack in a squad sometimes, is natural width. And I think Gordon is one of the only players on here that actually offers that. So, and as Jacob said, not that I think we'll ever need him in the striker position, but can do that role if needed.
Yeah.
So that's my argument. I think Gordon. Look, we've got 6 positions still to fill. I think Gordon is one.
Oh,
of
we've still
them.
got 6. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not against Gordon going.
So, Gordon.
Can we?
In?
So who have we got so far for the midfield? Sorry.
So in those attacking positions, we've got Saka, Rashford, Palmer, and Gordon at the moment. Look, I agree with you, Josh. I think Rodgers' second half of the season hasn't been brilliant, but someone like Morgan Rogers, and this is my argument, I think he is perfect at picking the ball up and just running with it. I think that's what football lacks at the moment. It's so robotic, so static. And I think he's one of the very few players in the Premier League that when he gets the ball, he goes. And that's my argument for Rodgers.
Speaking of Rodgers, he's just scored in the Europa League final.
He's in! Are they 2-0 up now?
No, they're 3-0 up.
Bloody hell! Come on, Villa!
They're absolutely battering. They're absolutely battering Freiburg.
Have we got Bellingham in there?
Bellingham's in, yeah, Bellingham's in.
Yeah.
What? So, look, I think Rodgers has to go.
I think also you can play. He does just hover in and around that.
Are we
midfield.
Are we doing it as him and Gibbs White, or doing it as him or Gibbs White?
My squad. I had Rodgers. I had Gordon. I had Saka, I had Eze, I had Gibbs White, I had Rashford, and I did have Rio.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my squad. I've got way too many attacking midfielders.
So obviously, let's do you know what? Let's do something before we move on, because I think we're in a debate, which is great. Harry Kane, striker, easy.
Yeah,
in.
yeah, he goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the backup to Kane.
Watkins.
I've gone with Watkins.
Yeah, Watkins is.
Jacob, don't even say it. I can't be asked for that chat.
Nah, Watkins is in my team. Watkins is in my.
Having said that,
but so is Danny Welbeck. I've got 3 strikers. I've got 3 strikers. If we're talking about experience and having the older figures in the dressing room, Danny Welbeck goes. I don't even care.
But Danny Welbeck is not the same experience and leader in the dressing room as Jordan Henderson.
Have you not seen his goals this season?
Danny Welbeck is just old. He's not a leader or experienced. He's just old.
He's a great leader for Brighton.
So
for Brighton,
the top English scorers in Europe: Harry Kane 58 goals. 58
Oh, but he's
goals.
playing in a Farmers League. Let's be real.
And then it's Watkins and Calvert-Lewin and Gibbs-White on 14 goals.
Yeah,
And
but
then Danny
Calvert-Lewin's one was a tapping because we gave it to him.
And then Danny Welbeck
he-
is on 13 goals this season.
Yeah, and Keenan Davis is on about 12, but I'm not taking him.
We've got 3 spots. So Kane and Watkins go.
Yeah.
I think Watkins. I think Watkins is. If I'm really being honest, when I look at those strikers lists, Wilson, no. Abraham, no. Delap, never in a million years. Solanke, no. Tone, if he was playing in the Premier League, would be in. He would
I'm
be.
sick.
I
I'm
love
sick of this Tony chat. I'm sick of it. Oh, he's good at penalties. I don't care. He's not coming. He plays in Saudi. He plays in Saudi Arabia.
If
Does
he
anyone
was in
know
the
his
Premier
stats?
League, he is the best English striker that we have. If he's in the
No,
Premier League.
I'm sick of Tony. Get him gone.
Tony's on my plane.
What? Oh my!
Have you actually put Ivan Toney?
I'm
I'm
so sick of this.
Just.
Why? Because I want 3 strikers.
Oh, I've only
Right? I
got
want 3 strikers in my squad. Harry Kane's there, Watkins is there, right? Realistically, is this third striker going to get any game time in the match? No. So Danny Welbeck can sit at home. Dominic Calvert-Lewin can sit at home.
I agree.
Right? Solanke can sit at home. Ivan Toney has got one trick to him.
Not this penalty shout.
And he can
Can't
take
be
a
out.
penalty. Yeah, because it's logical. It's logical. We're in a knockout tournament where we struggle with penalties time after time, and we've got one of the best penalty takers in the world available in a slot where whoever's in that slot isn't going to play minutes anyway.
I'm not against this. You're swaying me here.
His stats are fucking incredible.
How many goals has he got this season?
He's played 30.
0.
He's played 32 games and scored 32 goals.
See, I love Ivan Toney. I love it.
Yeah, but let's take Danny Welbeck.
I was not expecting. I didn't think he was playing.
Oh, Josh is swaying me here. I can't
That's
believe
so funny. He's got a goal a game. But
Tony's
Tony's
in there.
He can't lace Welbeck's boots.
Oh, Ivan Toney, man. I didn't even. Do you know what? That's the only
The thing is, right, Jacob, just pretend for a minute that you're not a Brighton fan, right? And I ask you the question, should Danny Welbeck go to a World Cup for England? What's your answer? You're not a Brighton fan. You support any other club in the world. Should Danny Welbeck go to the World Cup?
Am I an
let's just
Arsenal,
add-
Man United, Watford fan?
No.
Fuck.
And let's just add, it took a lot for me to not include Curtis Jones in this list, but I was being respectful to the list.
Well, to be fair,
Can I just say something?
to be fair, I had one spot left. I shoved him in there for Bants.
Can I just say something here? Look, I think we've got 3 spaces left, and you are swaying me with Tony a little bit, Josh. But can I just say something here? I think it would be illegal to the England squad if we didn't have Gibbs-White and Morgan Rogers. I really do.
I mean, the stats
I
are
would
read
rather
out.
take Rogers over Gibbs-White.
Nah, because Gibbs-White has been good. He's been the reason why Forest haven't gone down.
No, but Rogers can go on the left, and I think Rogers a bit. I'd take them both. I would have them both. I would happily drop Eze. I would happily get rid of Eze, but I don't think you can get rid of Gibbs White or Rogers.
Yeah,
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. Gibbs White and Rogers with no Eze.
I'm happy with that.
So Gibbs White and Rogers in,
but not Eze. Yeah,
but no Eze.
I will compromise on that.
I'm happy
So
with
Gibbs
that.
White is in, and Rogers is in.
So how many slots do we have left?
We have one space.
Can you read out who we've got? Just
We've
so I
got
know.
Pickford, Henderson, Trafford, James, O'Reilly, Hall, Trent, Concert, Gahey, Maguire, Stones, Colwell, Rice, Anderson, Bellingham, Mainu, Henderson, Saka, Rashford, Palmer, Gordon, Gibbs, White, Rogers, Kane and Watkins. Just to read off some names that aren't in the squad at the moment. So we haven't got Ivan Toney, who Josh included. We haven't got Danny Welbeck, who Jacob included. We haven't got Eze. We haven't got Rio. We haven't got Madueke.
Oh, Rio, you shoved Rio in.
We haven't got Barnes. We haven't got Foden. We haven't got Scott. We haven't got Garner, and we haven't got. There was another big name I read out that I don't think we have got.
Who are the attacking midfielders that we've got in currently?
We've got Palmer, Gordon, Saka, Madueke. Saka, not Madueke. Saka. No, hang on. Sorry, I'm getting all mixed up here. We've got Rodgers, Gibbs-White, Gordon, Palmer, Rashford, Saka, Bellingham.
I say Rio. You take Rio.
Rio. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
what about Madueke?
No.
I know.
No.
Look, he does deputise Saka.
I'm sorry. If Martinelli plays over you, you're useless.
No, Saka's lucky to be in my squad, let alone Madueke.
We haven't got Eze either. Eze's another big one.
Nah, Rio goes because he's just that little bit of difference that might change a game, if you get what I mean.
But is he going to come on? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he might. If we're say like we're trailing to let's say we're in the round of 16, we've pulled bloody Switzerland, we're losing 1-0, and we need just something, a spark. You bring on Rio, I think.
Josh, we haven't got Foden.
I think Rio brings something different. That the others haven't got.
Do you know the argument that swayed me? It is Josh's Tony. It is, because I do agree. When you're in this is tournament football, and sometimes you need to have an answer to every question that's asked of you, and sometimes that is penalty kicks. And Ivan Toney is, out of all these players we have on this list, is the best penalty taker and has proved it at a tournament. And actually, when you think back to the last tournament, whenever we relied on him, when he came on, he was actually all right. And he is, I'm saying this right now, he's better than Watkins. He's better than Watkins. He's just playing he's playing in Saudi, and that is not that. Look, if he was playing in the Premier League, in this terrible league that we've just watched this season, he'd be bagging 20 goals.
So, for me, obviously in my team I've got Foden, Rio and Tony. But with only one slot available in our squad, if I'm starting Rashford on the left and we as a group have decided to take Gordon with us anyway, I hate to say it, but it's pointless to bring Rio at that point.
Also, do you think the Theo Walcott thing? Because even Walcott said it was too early for him.
But
I think football is different now anyway.
Yeah, but do you just take him to get the experience? Do you take him to get the experience for?
And also, we're talking about taking Rio. He doesn't start for Liverpool, and Liverpool have been awful this season.
Oh, but he's
he should.
Yeah, he got booed. They booed him when he came off. That's how good he is. They booed Slot for subbing him off.
Also, yeah, he should be starting every single game, and he's got man of the match 4 out of the 5 times he has started.
Look, I'm being real. I did have Rio, but that was because I was down to my last spot, and I went, I don't know who to go for.
But for our collective squad, who's going to bring an X factor out of Foden, Rio, Tony, with who we've already got in the squad? It's Tony.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I mean, it's your decision, David, because I don't want him in there. So if you want him in there,
who would you go, Jacob? You go Rio?
I'd go Rio.
Oh, God. This is when I say Foden, then we go,
I would love nothing more than Rio to be on that plane. But if he is on the plane, I don't see him getting a minute. Tony adds penalties. And I know it's like people keep saying, oh, it's penalties. But it's important. It's knockout football.
Oh. Eze's another one that's throwing me here. I don't know why.
I don't want Eze. Don't need Eze.
No, Eze.
Don't need him.
No need. No point.
What about some names we haven't spoke about? Like we're talking about X Factor. Not X Factor as such, but like maybe someone that makes a difference. I know it sounds silly to say this, but what about Archie Gray for Spurs?
No chance.
Because he could play.
Mason Mount?
He can play across the back line, and he can play midfield.
Is Mason Mount a shout? I think he's been better for Man United recently.
Mason Mount is an option, and Tuchel likes Mason Mount.
Solly March?
I don't think I'd take Mason Mount though.
No, I wouldn't take him, but if he was there, I wouldn't necessarily be against it.
Hinchelwood.
I'd rather have his uncle, mate. He's a great teacher.
Solly March.
Is Jared Bowen a definite no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He's not good enough.
I agree. I don't think he's international level. I do agree.
He's a great player.
Well, it's like when
But
some people say, "Oh yeah, he should go to a top 6." He won't fit a top 6. He fits your top level of mid-table.
Yeah.
He's your Everton, Brighton, Newcastle player. That's what he is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Ivan Toney.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. Yeah, fair enough. It's 2
I'm
versus
gonna
1.
go Ivan Toney.
can't.
I
You
think
know what?
I just think that's the safe option. With the players we've already got in the squad as well, I'd rather add another striker than another wide player.
And I love Ivan Toney. Do you know? I love Ivan Toney. I think he's class. And well, that cements our England squad. So we've come down to our 26. So our goalkeepers of choice are Jordan Pickford, Henderson, and Trafford. Our right backs James and Trent, as Alexander-Arnold. Left backs Nico O'Reilly, Lewis Hall. Centre backs Ezri Konsa, Mark Gahey, Harry Maguire, John Stones, and Levi Colwill. Into midfield are deep line players Declan Rice, Elliot Anderson, Kobbie Mainoo, Jordan Henderson. And then we get to the attacking forward players Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, Cole Palmer, Anthony Gordon, Gibbs White, and Rodgers. And then into attacking sense Rashford, Ivan Toney, Harry Kane, and Ollie Watkins. So just to reel off some names that maybe are high profile that didn't make it. No Danny Welbeck, no Calvert-Lewin despite the season he's had. No Rio Ngamoa, no Eze, no Madueke, no Bowen, no Foden, no Phil Foden. No Alex Scott, no Adam Morton, no James Garner, no Dan Burn. Dan Burn's another one we didn't talk about. No James Hill, another one. Bournemouth's had a good season that we not even a mention. No Lewis Skelly, no Livramento, no Spence, no Luke Shaw, no Nick Pope, and no Aaron Ramsdale. Massive names missing out. But I'm happy with that squad. I'm not actually good at that.
I'm not
Should
angry
we-
at it.
Should we go for our individual starting 11s?
So yeah, Josh, before we finish, we'll go through the starting 11 of the team. Josh, who is your starting 11 for the World Cup?
Jordan Pickford in goal. Reece James. Stones, Colwill, O'Reilly. Mainoo and Declan Rice. Jude Bellingham in front of them. Saka right, Rashford left. Harry Kane.
Wow, Jacob.
Pickford in goal, right back Reece James. I'm going to change again. I'm going Gahey, Colwill. I'm going O'Reilly left back. 2 centre mids. I'm going Rice and Mainoo. Cam. I'm going. I'm gonna go a bit different. I'm gonna go with Morgan Gibbs White in the 10.
Wow.
I'm going left wing Rashford, right wing Saka, and up front Kane.
My team, Pickford in net. Right back Reece James. Left back, I went with Lewis Hall for so long, but I am going to go O'Reilly. Centre back, Konsa and Gahey for me. Midfield 2, Rice and Mainoo. Bellingham in the 10. Saka right, Rashford left, and Harry Kane up front. I think with that squad, that is some big names there. But thank you, boys, for coming on and
That's
for
all right.
giving us that was brilliant. Really good debate that. So let us know in the comments. Do you agree with our England squad? And when it comes out, we'll see how close we were and who gets in and who doesn't. But thank you very much for watching on Two Mates on the Mic. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you to Josh. Thank you to Jacob. And come on, England!
Come on, England.
Come on.